Somebody tell him I say I'm not going home. With this empty pocket, I'm not going home. I'm not going home.
King Paluta sing it.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Somebody tell you I'm coming home. I guess I'm there for forget I am coming home.
Paluta sing it.
I am coming home.
Ouch.
You better see cow. You better see camel. You better see catcher. You better basima sima sima nena.
Ya Paluta.
Ya kaya tete. Ya kaya puro bombe. Eso ya ete. Eso ya ete. You better see camel. You better see catcher. You better basima sima sima nena.
King Paluta sing it. Stick to me like glue.
Last year, me came fresh, so yeah, I for line here, quite so. To come here, said my shit, me honeymoon to a correct me ship for. Okay, said that phone, me come near, watch me phone, call my phone. School young boy, yes, my bone of no bed, yeah, who must send me home. One day, the picture name would do a one day, so after that was your penny, I open was in for them and I say, me come one to
Papalo Radio.
Straight up into the one, catch you your best, maybe I'm a GT, I'm on the 20,000, I'm a projected it.
You benya sikane, you benya sikachina, you benya obasima sima sima nenatena. Omunya yankaya tete, omunya yankaya puro. Eso ya hete, eso ya hete. You benya sikane, you benya sikachina, you benya obasima sima sima nenatena. Benya sikane, ye benya sikachina, ye benya obasima sima sima nenatena. Omunya yankaya tete, omunya yankaya puro. Eso ya hete, eso ya hete.
Today I'm with you on daily bread.
Ye benya sikachina, ye benya obasima sima nenatena. Omunya yankaya puro.
See every cheer goes. Never better for scores. King Paluta sing it. Ouch.
You're listening to the flyest DJ in the 239. DJ Zamani.
Sugar cane sweet, but your love is sweeter. Sobolo juice mixed with a little ginger. Oh girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time from me. I wanna live with you. I got the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you're gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Man, join your chin now, girl, don't talk. Come in like a thief in the night, long job. But you know, say, all of my niggas, them ball. Nothing you go ever need that talk. I join your chin now, girl, don't know. Taking it a break, I me, I know the rush. Baby, if you want me, catch a rebel, my miss, I would me. Yeah, follow. If you I go follow, and I hope you know, say you be Dodo. You did like Dodo, Bucci, you follow. Oh, follow. If you I go follow, and I hope you know, say you be Dodo. You did like Dodo, Bucci. Oh, girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I got the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip.
DJ Breezy.
All right, kingdom greetings from Yeshua HaMashiach, the author and finisher of our faith, the one who died and resurrected on the third day, Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. This is Papalo Radio. We're streaming live on www.mountainghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I want you to hit the share button, share the message on your page, on your timeline. Send the link to your friends. Tell your friends it's time for Papa Law Mid-Morning Show. I'm your host, Papa Law Perfect. It's going to be fireworks. God is up to something. The best is yet to come. Happiness doesn't just happen. You have to surrender your life to God. God is good all the time, and all the time the Lord is good.
See, I'm not perfect, and
May God keep you and protect you right where you are. May the Spirit of God come afresh upon you.
I'm no fraud. She was
Me, myself, and I, and then the Holy Spirit.
she planning from the
What a God we serve. How you doing? Are you bouncing well? What's happening? What's up with you? I believe all is well.
it's on.
I'm doing well. And yourself, your family, your loved ones. How's everybody doing? I believe all is well. So right where you are, I want you to know that the best is yet to come. If you have hurt someone, don't say get over it. Say I'm sorry, please forgive me. Did you hear that? Those arrogant people, learn how to say sorry. Love needs a good heart to live in.
You're listening to
The love agenda continues. Don't forget, this week is Easter. Kwawu, kwawu. Alright, so stick and stay. The best is yet to come. I'm going to have a one-on-one interview with one great man of God here.
Give me. You gonna make me give you all of my.
He's a politician, he's a man of God, he's a technocrat,
Papa Law
he's a
Radio.
business person.
Straight up.
For Jesus. So get ready.
Give me say what
You will love the interview because you are going to be inspired, empowered, strengthened, and encouraged to do exploit. All right, so this is Papa Law Mid-Morning Show. My producer, Mr. Jude GH. Straight up. Don't pass the hour 11 p.m. GMT in the studios of Papa Law Radio. We're streaming live on www.mountainghana.com, onlineradiobox.com.
Get it sweet like
I want you to visit our website, Papa Law Media, www.papalawmedia.
promise you
All right, so remember we're streaming live on all our social media handles.
my baby.
Papa Law Media on Twitter, Papa Law Media on Instagram,
Promise you gonna
Papa Law Media on Facebook, Papa Law Media on YouTube.
give me say what you mean.
All right, so on Facebook, put into your search engine Papa Law Media, like the page, put your notification button on so that anytime we come online, you'll be first to be notified. Big shout out to the one who gave birth to me, Madam Vida Abena Akuma Boate, all the way in Koforidia. She's been teaching for the past 45 years. She's been my teacher before. In fact, my mother was my KG 1 and 2 and class 1 teacher. All right, God bless you, Mom. I love you so much. All the way to, I'm flying all the way to Kumasi, Ashtown. And let me say, I love you to my dearest sister, Counsel Linda Mamia J. Nyakuma. Sis, how are you doing? I believe you are bouncing well. All right, so God bless everyone who is already on the line. I want you to share the broadcast. Be a blessing unto someone.
a new banger.
All right, so I'm going for a short commercial break and I'll be right back. The best is yet to come. Stick and stay right here. Papa Law Mid-Morning Show.
Love you cool. My pocket you know dry, you be lovely too. Yeah. Baby tell me young cause I want your body. Ooh, baby want you know get you cool. My baby you know really that I want you to. I wonder. I don't know mommy bless her. Baby please tell me yes I do. Hey, cause I just wanna be your baby. Girl I know go do you shake. Baby, just be my baby. Cause I just wanna be your baby. Girl, I know go do you shake it. Baby, just be my baby. You looking magically, looking electrically. Got me feeling so magically. So come rock me, baby, come rock. And when you're coming around to my block, so maybe you can bust in my brain. You know I got the magic stick. As you did, so right here, bow down to your majesty. I like your waistline, the way you move it to my baseline. You fine like fine wine with the things that you do. Ooh, your baby sick, and then you touch me, you give me healing. Sugar daddy healing, but I'm a savage, make me believe in love. Magic, magic, oh my baby, magic, magic. She do me magic, magic. Don't play me like the piano, inside, but you girl, we make her realize. Say love is blind and I didn't notice. Yeah. And since she came, my life feel like paradise. None of you feel me, you don't know it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I don't come if you're out the war. If I would ever bomb me, I know. There's a easy on my grandmother. She shall hold it. Oh, babe. Oh, guess I cry, you come me. Oh, my joy.
All right, so we welcome back. God bless you and keep you and protect you. This is Papa Law Mid Morning Show. I'm your host, Papa Law Perfect. Are you enjoying the show? Then, if you are doing so, then hit the share button, share the message on your page, on your timeline. Send the link to your friends. All right, so we're streaming live on www.martinghana.com, onlineradiobox.com.
We go there till forever.
Put into your search engine Papa Law Media on Facebook, like the page, put your notification button on so that anytime we come online, you'll be first to be notified. The best is yet to come. What a mighty, mighty God we serve. All right, so I have this great man here. He's been a politician for many years. Now he's a farmer, snail farmer. Not only that, he's a consultant. Mr. Ebenezer Koku Supe. What a name. Ebenezer, this is how far God has brought us. All right, so as the name stipulates, he's here to tell his own story. He's also a youth advocate. He advocates for the youth of this nation and the global world. So he's going to tell the story as it is. He's been a politician. I'm going to ask him why he stopped politicking and now into farming. What inspired him? What has been his strength, his weaknesses, his opportunities and threats? All right, so he's here to tell his own story. Openyi akwaba. Yebebo brofo ne abo ye kan say. Mente woni. Yebebo afrafra. Good. All right, enti memo akwaba.
Yo enua.
Mantio.
Yo enua.
All right, so tell us your full name, who you are, and I'll follow up with my questions.
Okay, so like you earlier said, my name is Ebenezer Koku.
That's right.
Supe.
That's right.
I come, from the Volta region.
Oh, okay.
I got trained, professionally, as a journalist.
Oh, okay.
From the Ghana Institute of
So
Journalism.
what we are doing, you
it is my area, yes, it is my area.
Wow.
I've tried my hands on lots of stuff.
Okay.
And then I mean, look, Community 11, being
That's
the
right.
assemblyman,
Okay.
me started the Saturday market. My tongue cut here, my tumble fruit.
Wow.
My head then. It's at a point, I believe, say, a lot of people, started, giving up on me. And so I went into politics. I'm the
At what age? How old are you?
I'm blessed. I'll be 47 this year.
You don't look like. Wow.
It's by the grace.
Wow.
It's by the grace of God.
Wow.
Yeah, so I went into politics, and along the line, I realized that.
So who introduced you? What gingered you to enter into politics?
I have always loved, to serve.
Mm-hmm.
It's about servitude.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have a saying that before you would want to be served, you make sure that you have served, right? So I came into politics with a sole objective of serving, but I realized that along the line,
That's right.
I was serving, but when him say in Ghana, right? And now can cram out from pay.
That's right.
When you put can cram no, yen shedder and pay.
Udia tro mo pe wasempa.
Mo. And I realized a lot of the things that I was doing, it didn't go down well with people. And so they started, giving me names and all of that, and that you don't belong here, that you belong there, and all manner of stuff. Fast forward, I went into a real grace. Business was being. In fact, I've always been a business person.
Okay.
Yeah, from day one, I've always been a business person. I believe in working or doing things for myself, other than working for someone. And even being
Is it out of greediness?
it's not out of greediness, but
You
I
want to
think
work for yourself.
yes, I think it is the way to go.
Okay.
Right? It is the way to go. I mean, why would you want to complete the university as an agronomist, and then you step out and then you want to become a banker?
That's sickness.
That's sickness. It is completely misplaced. You've stepped out of the university as an agronomist. What do you have to do? Go to your village. Go to where you come from. Get a site and start doing something.
So where is the money?
Where is the money to start?
Where is the money? Money is money in jackets or is on the ground?
Oh, money. I'm an airway. So let me tell you this thing that our people say. Our people say that money is in the soil, and in my airway balance, we say that there is a ga, lekram, a ga, lekram. There is money in the soil.
There's money in the soil.
Why not? If you
So
think
how do I get it?
you have to go for it.
How do I go for it?
You search for it.
Wow.
You mine it. Gold is in the soil, right?
Yes,
You mine it.
that's right.
When you want to eat cassava, it is in the soil, right? You have to uproot it. If you are looking for manganese, it is right there, right?
That's
so
right.
in the Bible, I keep saying this, that the first point of call to any form of profession or
That's right.
vocation is in the Garden of Eden.
Wow.
And what was there? Agriculture.
That's right.
So you can't go into agriculture and then fail. You would only fail when you don't have the know-how. So do not sit somewhere and say that, okay, yeah, this is what hit you. Now then, you're a snail farmer.
Okay.
Into what hate, what talkers, we see a dining at the baby fine. Then you jump into it. You first will have to come to me so that I train you.
Okay.
I put you on the path, because it is not such a bed of roses. Being a person who dies in agribusiness, right?
That's right.
And it is so with any other form or kind of business.
That's right.
So you need to come for you to be taught. And I can tell you for a fact, when you see what you use now, there is one part of the coin, and I share the actual, and in their mind's eye, one would say it is the easy way out, but it's not sustainable. And what is that? Sports betting and gambling.
That's right. Which is really taking away the potentials of the future generation.
Exactly. It is making the youth
Lazy.
so lazy.
And they will become impotent by our own selves.
Exactly. So, what is my worry? What future leaders are we preparing today?
That's right.
We are preparing future leaders who think and believe that it's all about sports betting and gambling.
Okay.
But look, trust you me, I have been there.
You've been there?
I've been there.
Wow.
In the course of my being in the doldrums.
That's right.
I thought sports betting and gambling was the way out.
Wow.
I went in there, I rather became more and more miserable.
That's right.
And disappointed.
That's right.
And sad.
So there's no shortcut to life.
There is no shortcut to life. Indeed, when you go to the book of Jeff Olson, Jeff Olson, in his book, The Slight.
Who is Jeff Olson?
Jeff Olson is a writer.
Okay.
He writes about self-development.
Okay.
And all of that. And in his book, he titled it The Slight Edge.
Okay.
So the slight edge, it has two sides. It has the positive side
Okay.
and the negative side. Now, when you are engaged in the slight edge, you wouldn't know, but you are in it. Your everyday life is part and parcel of the slight edge. Now, it gets to a point where it is called the quantum leap.
Okay.
The quantum leap are things that you have done over time, and then you are given the end result.
Okay.
As we are sitting here now, we are sitting here as a result of how well we have prepared ourselves in the past.
Okay.
Our being here is not an this event. It's a process, right?
Okay.
It has gone through a process. So when
But this generation wants everything to be done quick and fast, like a microwave generation. We want it quick. We don't see the need to work hard because now they believe that there shouldn't be anything called hard work. All I do is pick my phone and easy way to make money. So
sorry,
why should I do all this?
It doesn't work that way. It's a process.
So how do you convince the youth about all this you are sharing?
What I can tell them is that I started from zero. I started my snail farming business journey from zero. Now, the youth, they don't believe in selflessness. If you call any youth, being it a lady or a guy, and then you want to give him or her a job, the first thing that he or she will want to ask you is that, "Ahina uchiyami." If I have a
That's
job,
right.
if I have a job opportunity that I want to give to you, and the first thing you ask me is about money, you forget it.
Why?
You ain't gonna have it.
Why?
It means that you are not there to work. Your focus is on the money. But trust you me,
That's quite deep.
whatever you go into without first wanting to be selfless, you fail.
Okay.
Right? I went into snail farming business, zero. I selflessly train people for free. And out of that, I have clients. I have super clients. Clients that range from bank managers, from bank managers to professors who are under my tutelage as a snail farmer.
That's right.
Now, who's sorry, Nasa Ote Ghana, what's it mean? It means you are not really using your thinking cap. It is not true. Before I leave here, I'm going to give away 2 business opportunities for free. Anyone who is willing to pick it and run with it, you are on your way to become rich.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Baby, nice to meet you.
That is Mr. Ebenezer Koku Supe. Great man with great name. Ebenezer, this is how far God has brought us. This is Papa Law Mid-Morning Show. We're streaming live on www.mortingghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. So I want you to share the broadcast. Don't be selfish. Just hit the share button and share the broadcast. Tell somebody it's happening live on Papa Law Mid-Morning Show. There's going to be a lot of information from this great man. He's a man with many faces. He's multifaceted or multi-talented. He has a lot in him. So I want you to join the conversation. Send your comment, your views, your thoughts, and let me help you out. All right, so God bless you and keep you and protect you. the name remains Papa Law Perfect.
Friday night I want to party. Me and my people we go celebrate.
Enjoy good music.
She late, we just a jubilate. When the sun comes down and it's time to play.
The best is yet to come. Papa Law Radio. Straight up for Jesus. All right, so let me go back to Studio B and then continue with Mr. Ebenezer Koku Supe. What do you say about the economy of Ghana? Papa Law Radio. Straight up for Jesus.
I said this the last time in church. I said that agriculture is transformational. Right? It is sad that government upon government, when they come into power, they tout all of the agricultural policies. The challenge always has to do with implementation and measurement.
Okay.
Bonds have failed us, right? Now we are being told that to Kumasi and then to up north. Look at the vast lands there. Chief, why do we have to even, as a nation, have to, snail? Why do we have to import snails? Why do we have to import pepper? Why do we have to import tomatoes? Why do you have to import garden eggs?
Meanwhile, we have them here.
Meanwhile, we have the best land ever.
The most arable land.
The most arable land. Okay, so here is a nation that has something in common with the nation of Israel. Prekese.
Gabanu.
Prekese.
Yeah.
Apart from Ghana and Israel, it doesn't thrive anywhere. So it means that this land is blessed, yet we are living in what? In poverty. Yet we are living in lack.
So the problem is leadership.
It's leadership.
Okay.
It's leadership.
There's no direction.
There is no direction. Why is it that we don't have a national kind of direction?
Development.
If A comes and is doing this, when A leaves, B will not continue. B will start it all over. And always putting the taxpayers the money.
I think some time ago, I don't know if it's the late president, J.E.A. Mills.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to bring up something he termed as a 40-year-old plan for Ghana. But it was just thrown through the window.
Sad. So without a national purpose, we don't have a national purpose.
That's right.
We don't have it. So go to places. Look, when you are on your way to the Volta region, you see housing projects.
Interesting. I like Volta region and their land in terms of fruits,
Exactly.
the foodstuffs and all that. I
Exactly.
mean, when you are eating it, this is
rich.
without fertilizer. I mean, this is pure.
Exactly. So, and I'm saying that all that we are going through, it really breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that when the current president was coming into office, one of the songs that he sang and sang and sang,
He was trumpeting this.
trumpeting it, was that industrial revolution. What industry would be really effective without you making sure that your agricultural base is on point? Where would you get your raw materials from? If you want to process a juice, you first have to fall on agriculture. If you want to process wool, or you want what, you have to focus on what? Agriculture. So it is a plea. Anytime I have this opportunity, I just want to make this humble call. Let's put our agriculture on point. It is the only way out. It is the only way out. Agriculture is transformational. So why is it that our leaders are not really, giving it all that it really needs?
Is it because our leaders
Papa Law
are
Radio.
not right
Straight up
for
Jesus.
the office they always occupy, or what? What is it? Are we? Is it because we don't take time to groom them, to nurture them, to be up there or what? What is it?
Eja.
Is it because we are not ready to learn, relearn and unlearn, or what is it?
No, and yes, sir. Yankanitia, Shepen, so is in the pain. Abro.
Abro. Beye etimodi.
And it's more than Yempenyu phone say agriculture is revolutionary. Say and transformational. Say omuma if they should make it attractive.
So you want to tell me they know what is right, but they won't do it?
But indeed, we have lots of them who do serious agribusiness. We have lots of our politicians who do real serious. Look, in fact, it is not a hearsay, or it is not. It is a common knowledge. We saw the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the MPP. That is Honorable
Untumi.
Yes, Untumi. His home.
And
His home. He was on UTV. He has a catfish farm in his home. A huge one. A huge one. He has a huge maize farm.
Wow.
It was shown on UTV. So why is it that it seems attractive to them and they are going into it, yet it seems so unattractive to the youth?
All right, so let me go for a break. When I'm back, we are going to discuss agriculture. Thank you.
Apollo
Radio. Straight up for Jesus.
Sometimes I got your blessing. He did take to show for face. If you like it, HIV. Church for club, Gucci for club, land for photo. Make them know mommy and
Apollo Radio. Straight up for Jesus.
Fine girls for my bed. Escalate to fly like a bird. Cause oil in my head. When the ladies see me, then they twerk. We know we fine like this. We know we fresh like this. We know. Cause I they chop like king. These guys can suck my dick. Let's go.
I begin Vexi. I begin
Apollo Radio. Straight up for Jesus.
Blue Jesse, I'm not just don't ask how I'm not testing. Don't call me, don't text. Hello, Diamond, no person. Make person, no chassis. Marinera, don't trust.
Abracadabra, flow so sweet but no father. You think they bad but I'm bad.
Your father.
Abracadabra, flow so sweet but no father. You think they bad but I'm bad.
Your father.
I wanna disco. They 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 wanna disco.
Oh baby, it's going. Facial and your skin glowing. And you know I'm ballin'. Anywhere you go, I'm going. Walking, you walk quite fast. That's when I saw that you got fat ass. Ass so fat, ass attack. I wanna give you ta-ta-ta. Pa. You're dissing me on my laja. We belong together, my jaja.
Abracadabra, flow so sweet like your father. You think they bad but I'm bad.
Your father.
That's what I say. Abracadabra, flow so sweet like your father. You think they bad but I'm bad.
Your father.
All right, so welcome back. This is Papa Law Mid-Morning Show.
I'm not just
9 minutes to 12 midday. I'm here with this great man. We have been chit-chatting.
no person.
He's sharing his experiential knowledge with us. We want to make agriculture very attractive to the youth. He's already into it. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. He cannot talk about things he had not experienced.
Hallelujah.
So we stream it live on www.mountainghana.com, onlineradiobox.com.
Gucci, Louis V.
Remember, we stream it live on all our social media handles.
Smell of the ways Charlie me.
On Facebook, Papa Law Media.
Are you crying?
On YouTube, Papa Law Media. Twitter on Papa Law Media.
Study club, who tell you say when they protest?
Instagram, Papa Law Media.
Challenger, or roll it into the dance.
So call a friend to call a friend. That is time for Papa Law Mid-Morning Show. And today, have you prayed a prayer? If you have not prayed, go ahead and do it right now. So in the studio with me is Mr. Ebenezer Koku Supe. All right, we are welcome back.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I can see your adrenaline is going up
Yes.
almost every second because your passion is agriculture.
Yes.
What's agriculture and why agriculture?
Agriculture is simply food.
Papa Law Radio. I like your
Straight up
explanation. Agriculture is
for
simply
Jesus.
food.
Yes, because
Wow.
it is either you are doing a crop farming or animal farming. At the end of the day, you eat the food. Food, the animal is food, and the crop is equally
Get the
food.
microphone closer.
Yes, you see, so the animal is food, and the crop is equally food, right?
Wow.
So agriculture is simply food.
Wow.
However,
But in school, when I wrote this, my teacher marked me wrong. What's agriculture?
once yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But you see again,
So I remember I keep saying that at the university you realize that what they teach us and what they teach us in primary and then GHS and SHS, sometimes you realize that when you get to university, it was like nonsense they are teaching us. Sorry to say.
but say at the Anankazano, we have a systemic failure even when it comes to that subject in agricultural
Educational,
science. Yes, agricultural science. No. If I should take
We say agricultural
agricultural
science,
science, which means that we
but
have
there's
a
no
science
attached to it.
Yes,
We only do the agriculture.
Yes, into way back. Emra na ye school, you say you go school farm. You say the tutor of agricultural science or say young school farm. You akodo. Now, when we get to the school farm, they hand us, cutlasses, hoes, and what have you, and then straight away we start planting. Where is the science part? The science part, actually, will say, you not here now, was soon and I say, Odono. And yet, it is not all soils that look tolerate all crops.
Okay.
Into the first point, they say, we test the soil. You need to pick a sample of the soil and test to
And
check
we-
for pH, for salinity, for acidity, and all that. But when we go to the school farm, all that we never saw that. And then you call that subject, say it is agricultural science. The science aspect of agriculture has been thrown away. As
Papa Law
insane.
Radio.
It's just like
Straight
science
up
and technology.
for
Yes.
Jesus.
And it's saying, Oba Eyomemwa, it is the poor people who go into agriculture.
Why?
It is the mindset. It is the blueprint.
Because when we were in school, when you say your father is a farmer, everybody will be laughing.
See,
They're expecting a white collar
school
job.
name, we ya bone na say be ma wo a punishment.
Say kodo.
Papa Law Radio. Straight up for
From that
Jesus.
point, one less ya start. It is what ya the show mu say
Punishment.
a punishment.
What you just said is very deep.
Yes.
Really, it's an eye opener, honestly.
Well-
Because we're told that where those who are stubborn, when you are punished, you go and weed the park or the school farm, and everybody will be making mockery of you.
Exactly.
Even in class, when you say your daddy or your mother is a farmer,
It's a
everybody laughs. It's better to use the caption, maybe my mother is a business
or bank
woman
manager,
or
as a
bank manager and all
sir.
that. Yeah.
But it is a shame because look abrochie na amanfo nyina me if you hand me a visa say me nkot na abrochie look I don't need it.
I prefer to go and visit and come.
Say me bojo scan wa ha me bojo benyi sika then I go for holidays and the white will serve me
That's right.
and then I come back.
So why agriculture? Why do you love agriculture so much?
Agriculture is sweet. It is
What makes it sweet?
research upon research has proven say it is highly sustainable. If you think that agriculture is not sustainable, then it means that you have not really and you mastered the art and skill of whatever it is that you are doing in agriculture, you need to master it. If you master it and then you know the time and the season, you know the trends, you are good to go. You are good to go. I am in agribusiness and I have no regrets. I am enjoying every bit of it. And where it has taken me, the kind of doors that being a snail farmer, the kind of doors that it has
We'll
opened
come to
onto
the
me.
snail, but I want us to discuss agriculture in general.
And-
The impact it will bring on our economy, the economy of Ghana.
I've said it again and again. I said it is transformational. If we want to send a turnaround in the affairs of Ghana as a nation, right? Agriculture is the way to go.
Wow.
Yes. Agriculture is the way. Here, boss. We are human, you know. We pay sika, we see a dime, see a crown. We see yankan agriculture. Into yankan. Your farmlands, no. Your farmlands, no. No. You say the new wave, real estate. The new wave, real estate.
And people are building everywhere, even in the forest.
You convert your farmlands, no, into real estate. Yeah. You convert your farmlands, no, into real estate. Oba, look to my say. Most of the sites, as you see, you see a dime. They were once farmlands, and into those days, at least what me na to cry a Ramadan. Ube to me some chroma fresh, a moko fresh,
Yeah.
and all those things. See, you're toning in a armor, a dame.
I see.
What's on passion?
Yeah.
It's a Greek nadia. You train a meaning. A dianca. Or mine when you are buying in our everything account boom, and we have a strong agricultural revolutionary. Things will turn around. Our late president, a champion, he did it, and it was successful. Or say Operation Feed Yourself.
Yeah. The mic.
Operation Feed Yourself, right? Once Operation Feed Yourself.
That's right.
Operation Feed Yourself worked, right? Yes, Operation Feed Yourself worked. If for mining in to me say, I don't know about here. Obi Moon and a Kruma, or me feel Christ no maba, or Bob Brown, or Brandon Kui.
That's right.
Share a dime boy and name your man, Jack. Go back to your village. Go back to your village. You definitely will get someone who is an experienced.
I should leave the city and go to the village.
Yes.
There's no job there. There's no money there.
Who tells you? I've told you just as we start this program. I told you that money is in the soil.
So there's money in the village.
Go back to the village. Me, I have my snail. Most of my farms are in the villages.
So you are a farmer.
I am a proud farmer.
What's your specification? Are you into
snail farming business?
Snail. Wow.
Yes.
And today, before you leave, I'm going to carry some.
No problem.
So, how were you encouraged to enter into snail farming?
In fact, I was surfing in Facebook in the course of in the state of my confusion. Yes, I didn't really know what to do. Then I chanced on this thing about snail farming, right, on Facebook. But being a typical guy who is from the Volta region, all my years, I've been told that snails, as always as we are, we don't need snails. We can't come close to snails, right? So I had that kind of blueprint. But then I had to change it. And when I change it, things have really become great. And so I got introduced into snail farming. I spent time and energy. I read, I watched videos, I did research, then I put that into practice. Because knowledge that you do not put into practice, knowledge that you don't really apply, is useless. So what did I do? I started my snail farm.
So nobody You didn't go through formal
No
education.
formal training. No formal training. I just saw the thing. I started reading, and then I went to God, and God said, "Okay, do it."
God first.
Yes, God first. In all things. In
God
all
first.
things. I say that in the midst of your crisis, make sure you find Christ.
That's right.
In the midst.
That's deep.
In the midst of your crisis, if you miss Christ, you are doomed.
Wow. Wow.
So I went to God and I sought his face, and he told me.
Once he permits you, you are good to go.
And it is clear because I am a snail farmer, but when I tell you the other areas that are really attached to my being a snail farmer, it is going to blow your mind. So
Wow.
I see money every day. You
Wow.
see that when I was coming into your studios,
You were
I
making
was
calls.
carrying a
Yeah.
load and making calls. Those were, it's a bunch of clients who are just calling to place orders.
Wow.
Because apart from being a snail farmer, I am a consultant.
So
in
people
snail farming.
consult you
Exactly.
to establish their own and how to
Exactly.
raise them. Wow.
I train people.
Train as well.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
I build greenhouses for both snail farming.
Greenhouses?
Exactly.
Hey,
I
wow.
build greenhouses for both snail farming and vegetable farming. Wow. I produce and sell calcium, which is a key ingredient in snail farming. I produce and sell the organically formulated snail feed.
Wow.
What else? I do after services. So after I have set you up, you may have a few issues, and when you call me in, you pay for it.
Wow.
So if you tell me that we have no jobs in Ghana,
Then you are making money.
we are trying.
So 5 years from now,
5 years from now,
you are going to become a millionaire.
I am almost there. I am retiring at the age of 50. So 3 to 4 years from now, I'm retiring. Yes.
That's your target.
Yes.
You've made a lot of investment.
Sure.
So how do you convince the youth, especially those who are out of school, university graduates, telling them to go into farming? The mindset, like you rightly said, when we're in school, when you are punished, you have to go and weed the school farm or the school park. That's a sign that farming is useless. I mean, it's not a good venture, So how do you convince our youth, especially those who are graduates, those who are doing a lot of stuff? How do you convince them?
Okay, so the blueprint, right? The blueprint of every human being, it has two sides, right? So if your previous or your current blueprint is that agric is not good, right? You just have to switch. You must.
Your mic.
You must switch.
That's right.
Because I was told the blueprint I had from age 0 till the age of 45 was that I shouldn't go close to snails, right? Because I'm an airway.
Yeah.
And airways, we hardly eat or chew snails, right?
That's right.
But then, just 2 years from then, I was able to switch from that blueprint. You must have a switch.
That's a mindset.
Exactly. 2, agriculture is highly sustainable. It is sustainable.
You are. It's like you are boosting my morale to do more.
Trust you me.
Farming.
Agriculture is sustainable. All that you need to see its level of sustainability is to get yourself equipped with knowledge and capacity.
Okay.
Right.
Capacity, that's in.
Know what you want to do. What kind of agri business is it that you want to go into? If it is snail farming, come to me as an expert. Let me train you. Let me tell you how snails behave. Let me tell you how snails react to different environments. Snails do not behave the same in all environments.
Okay.
They behave differently. So that if snails are with you and they are behaving in a certain way, you wouldn't really know. You call on me, and from the comfort of my home or from the comfort of my office, I will tell you that this is what it is. And so do that. Don't just jump into it. You must equip yourself and do it, and you definitely will succeed. I have succeeded, and I'm still succeeding. So I don't see why
there wouldn't be any failure.
Exactly.
All right, so we have about 5 minutes. We'll continue. We actually continue next week.
Sure.
Wednesday, we'll be back again. Sure. But because you have imparted a lot of our listeners and viewers, we want to give
Papalo
you
Radio, straight up
the week, at least
for
one week,
Jesus.
so that you come and talk about agriculture.
Great.
And then with your specification, I mean,
Exactly.
snail farming or rearing. What do I need to start a snail farm quickly?
It's so lovely. Snails are about the most lovely creatures I've ever come across.
Wow.
You can actually breed snails in your bedroom.
My bedroom?
Exactly.
Like, seriously?
Exactly. Trust me.
Wow.
Trust me. Once your bedroom has the right temperature, you can breed snails in your bedroom because, one, snails do not smell. Snails do not make noise.
I'm told there's something called slime.
Yes.
That
the
is
snail
used for
slime. The snail slime is what I refer to as the cocaine of snails.
Cocaine of snail.
Exactly. Why?
It means it's expensive.
Highly expensive.
For what?
It is used for cosmetics and for pharmaceutical.
This snail.
Yes, exactly.
Snail.
Exactly.
Wow.
And so it might interest you to know that the most expensive byproduct of snail
It's a slime.
is the slime. It's even not the meat or the shell, because snail in its entirety, every part of the snail is
It's
usable.
useful.
Exactly. So you use the shells for your calcium, you chew the meat, and the slime is the money maker.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So I want to start a snail farm.
Yeah.
What do I need? Do I need capital? How much do I need?
The first thing
The
you need.
Gadgets, instrument, whatever.
No, the first
Equipment.
thing you need is training. So all my students and clients, before we start off, I first must set you up. You have a pen. I activate snails in your pen. Then I begin the trainings with you, so that whatever it is that I'm telling you or teaching you, it's something that
It's
you can
practical.
see. Because look, trust me, people are giving out pen drives with videos and stuff that people should go and watch and do snail farm. It is wrong. Snail farming is highly practical and observational, right? You must observe, and out of those observations, you would learn a lot of stuff, right? So the first thing is that you need training, and before we kickstart the training, you must have your snail farm. So it could be in the form of a snail pen, it could be a wooden one, or it could be a block pen, or it could be a greenhouse.
Wow.
Then we kickstart.
The greenhouse is quite expensive.
It is expensive, but then
How much? Is it in sizes?
yes, it is. It is in sizes.
So
But-
if I need a space like this place. how
okay, so
much?
the good thing about Quick Farms and Agribusiness Agency is the fact that we manufacture greenhouses that fits every packet. On the surface, a normal greenhouse is costing close to 40,000 Ghana cedis.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, but then we have come out with mechanisms that we can get you a greenhouse as cheap as 6,000 cedis.
Affordable one.
Yes, and fill them with snails, and then we kickstart.
Wow. So all I need is not money.
It's not too much
For
about money.
snail farm.
It's not too much about money. And for those who think snail farming is a child's play, in Ghana, each year we consume over 15,000 tons of snails. Sadly enough,
That will cover the whole of Tema.
that would cover the whole of Tema and beyond.
Wow.
Yes. Sadly enough, out of the 15,000 tons, it is only over 2,000 tons that we get internally from Ghana.
Why?
Because
we import them.
we import them, yes.
Like seriously?
Exactly. We import
Snails,
we import-
Ghana.
Exactly. We import.
How can Ghana import snails?
Okay. So the good news to we the snail farmers is the fact that those who have money are buying out all of our rich lands, all of our farmlands, and turning them into real estate.
Okay.
Number two, the local farmers have tend to use, chemicals, weedicides,
Which is driving away
which
the...
is putting the snails in extinction, right? Now, the volume of snails we have in Ghana is very low. So low that out of the 15,000 tons, it's just over 2,000 plus tons that we get from Ghana.
Wow.
The rest comes from La Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Yes.
But our land is quite better than them.
Exactly. The taste of a true snail from Ghana tastes much good, sweeter, and better,
Than
and
Côte
more
d'Ivoire.
crunchy than that
Of Côte
of La
d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Wow.
All right. So that is a gap, and 5 to 10 years from now, our snails are going to be in real total extinction.
Wow. God help us. All right, so if you don't put things right, all our snails will be in extinction. It means that you won't get snails to chew again. Oh, I'm so blessed. I'm so empowered. I'm encouraged. And so very soon, maybe a year or more, I should own a snail farm. I already have other ones, but I think I'm encouraged this morning. A lot of people are happy about what you just shared. I'm happy you came. I'm blessed you came. All right, so this is Papa Law Mid Morning Show. 15 minutes gone past midday. And I'll be leaving very soon. My guest has been Mr. Ebenezer Koku Supe. He used to be the assembly member here. You were assembly member for
1 term, and that's 4 years. Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And my impact and the
Was
impact I
felt.
made is still very much present.
Why did you stop? You didn't go for re-election?
I had to stop because I believe that my true calling is to be a snail farmer. My true calling is in agriculture.
I am happy that for the first time I found somebody who is proud to say that. Because hardly will you hear people say, I'm a farmer. Those days.
Yeah.
If it's now, that's fine. But gone are the days when you say you're a farmer or your father is a farmer, your mother is a farmer. You are seen as the poverty-stricken people.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, you didn't mention that, but it was for those in society who, uneducated, poor people who are into farming. Wow. All right, so next week, Wednesday, we are back again. We'll continue same time, 10:30. And then we'll have more time to espouse more on what you've just shared. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. And thank you for listening. Don't forget that we're streaming live on www.mortingghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I want you to like our page, Papa Law Media. Put your notification button on so that anytime we come online, you'll be first to be notified. Once honorable, always an honorable, right? We can still be calling you.
Interestingly,
Yeah.
I'm the only assembly member who never signed my letters with the title honorable.
Wow.
Yes. You know what? Before I became the assembly member, my name has always been Ebenezer Koku Supe.
Wow.
And that is what it is going to be. Wow. Because being in any position in politics does not
You a servant.
leave or stay on for a lifetime. Right?
That's right.
It comes to a point where you have to exit. Even if you decide to rerun, it will get to a point you're gonna live there. So my name has always been Ebenezer Koku Supe. So I'm proud.
That's a sign of a real leader. All right, I can see you with 48 Laws of Power.
Yes.
Why this book? I love it. I have one.
Super.
Mine's bigger.
Great.
Yours looks smaller.
Yes, but loaded.
Loaded, right?
Yes, you know why.
I like the laws. You like the first one. Don't always try to
the most law I love is about timing.
Timing. That's right.
You know why?
That's right.
Everything is locked up in the belly of time. Do not rush it, or do not try
Force it.
to slow it. Don't rush it.
Be in your own pace.
Be in
for
the
race.
pace of time,
Yeah.
and trust you me.
Wow.
At the right time, everything will come to you.
Wow.
You know,
All right, great minds. When we meet, we have so much in common. When I saw the book, I said, no wonder.
and I stay home.
But when you come to my library, I have all these books showcasing there.
Big dick.
Anyway, some people have a decorated library, but they don't have decorated minds.
True.
And I'm happy you have a decorated library and a decorated mind.
Them no.
All right, so your final words to our viewers, our listeners, and then Papa Law Radio.
Okay, so it's all about agriculture. I mean, once I have the opportunity, I'm going to talk about any other thing than agriculture. It is a Greek, right? And more so, snail farming business.
That's right.
Now, snail farming business. Why snail farming business? Snail farming business because it is a product that is, if you come to the city centers, it's for the middle to upper class, right? Because it's quite expensive. So, if a product is expensive, why won't you rather go into the production of or sale of such a product? All right, you can even become a snail farming merchant without even raising a single snail baby.
That's right.
Right?
Wow.
Yes, we can. We have a way to it.
Okay.
You just have to talk to us and we will
You are good to
show
go.
you. And then I said I was going to teach people 2 businesses for free. Okay. So one of them,
So do that in 2 minutes.
okay. The first one is the shells of egg. Your eggshells here. What the eggshells uchi. And I said, oh yam.
Grind, yeah.
And I said, oh the tree with silver one. They are cleaner than Vim.
Really?
Try it. Into your shells, not the eggshells.
Eggshells.
When you grind it,
Do you have to, roast it first?
You don't roast it.
Okay.
You just wash it clean, and then you blend it into a powder and use it the same way you use your Vim. And see the result.
Wow.
The Vim is more of a chemical, right?
Yeah.
But the eggshell is highly organic, purely 100%.
Wow.
And use it, you will see. So pick it. If you are a smart mind, this is a business idea free of charge.
Okay.
Number 2, uko jomua baby a womu ye board ye ni ade no. Go say board ni dua no.
Yeah.
Yeah, ye ti no. Board nketenkete.
Yeah.
Omo a omo wo ejiki kakaso nanka na omo ton mponche ni nwane ade no. Se uko jom na se ko tete sanyoma ni nyina na se wo be hohoro na se wo hohoro no na wo de nchen kakra bi apete so. Uwia na se wo hata na wo ewo a denene mponche ni nwane wi ati se e biscuit mo mo. Odidu ho a omo be fom na eyi okono mato.
Body no part ben na work no.
Oh, one say body na kese na nkasa. Ye akese ni ye wi a. Nketekete 8000 kuma say.
Okay.
You need to atuo.
Yeah.
That's a raw material for a world creation.
Wow.
That is a raw material. Also a free of charge.
Okay.
It is baller there. But when you pick it, you see, a man is always hidden in filthy places.
That's right.
Yeah, you see.
Gold,
And
silver,
everything.
diamond.
Yes, money is hidden in filthy places. You have to be able to see through it, pick it, wash it, and turn it into money.
Wow.
So the Lebanese, when they come here, they always will tell us that, oh, you Ghanaians, we see money scattered all over the streets, in the gutters, and we come and then we pick
Even
it.
plastic bottles, the empty ones.
That is what they are talking about. It is business idea. If you want to
For
become,
recycling.
yes, if you want to become rich, don't go looking for money. Go for an idea. Pray to God for an idea. This phone is an idea, right?
Yeah.
It is not the money, it's an idea. And so this idea keeps bringing money to the manufacturer every
That's
now
right.
and then. Because as long as we live, we keep buying new phones. Right? So when you want to be rich, don't look for money. Look for an idea. Pray to God for an idea. Let God bless you with a super idea. Let me tell you one last story.
In 30 seconds.
Okay, you see the World Bank? You see where the World Bank is situated? You see the land on which the World Bank is situated? World Bank did not buy that land. The family of that land, they gave the land to the World Bank and told them, in perpetuity, you would let our family serve as cleaners of the offices of the World Bank.
Cleaners?
Yes, cleaners.
Just cleaners.
And you know what that means?
Look at it today.
Do you know what that means?
Tell us.
If you quantify the amount of money they have made from cleaning services,
More than the land.
it's more than that of the land. That is some super idea.
And look at, how do you call it? The pedigree.
Yes, of the World Bank. So even issued World Bank,
If they are
say
even
today,
dropping, every day they are dropping just $58
a day
over
the years.
in perpetuity.
Exactly.
They are making it.
Exactly.
Wow.
So even should the World Bank say that we are relocating an ekra 2 year down, the value of Omodia Mass, you can't quantify it.
Now, if you are even coming in and you even publicize it and say, okay, I'm going to buy the land where World Bank was occupied.
Yes.
That alone is money.
That is what I'm saying.
That alone is money.
That is what I'm saying.
I agree.
That
I
is
agree.
it. So don't go chasing money.
That's right.
Pray for ideas.
All right. Okay. It's been good. It's been inspiring. It's been educative. Papa Law Education. We bring education to your doorstep. All right, this is Papa Law Radio. We are the commanders of the airwaves. We are the navigators of the airwaves. We are best in news, best in sports, best in entertainment, best in religious affairs, best in politics. All right, so God bless you and keep you and protect you. Thank you for joining in. It's 25 minutes gone past midday. My time is up.
The way you want your body, give me thunder. Girl, I can follow you bumper to bumper. Girl, I can follow you bumper to fender.
All right, so God bless you. This is where we draw the curtains on Papa Law Mid-Morning Show. I'm your host, Papa Law Perfect. I came, I saw, and I conquered.
Baby,
Keep listening to our programs. Kofi Yeshu in the building. He's coming with Ghana and Sensem. He's already here.
let nothing come out.
All right, so God bless you. Big shout out to Eric Mans, head of sports.
In my bed.
God bless you, my producer, Mr. Jude GH.
Your body sleepy.
All right, until then, stick and stay right here. God bless.
Crazy, oh girl, I can't explain it. Your body's so insane. Oh girl, I can't replace you. You got me going crazy.
This
Oh, girl,